All right, let's go. If you're tired, not feeling fit, tired, just not having a focus, tired, just not having the life that you desire. This is your place to be. I'm Yarusi, and today we are talking about the 3-step process for how you either achieve or unravel your life. Now, if you think about this, each time you have a want, you have a need, you have some ultimate goal, right? There's the desire to want to be in better shape, the desire to want more money, the desire to be closer to God, the desire to have better relationships, the desire, right, to feel good, right? The desire to go out and have a crazy night, the desire to want nice things, the desire, right? And that desire leads us to the action. So many times in life, our actions are dictated by our desires. So as you come upon the new year, you have to think, what is in front of you that you truly want? And if you're telling me that you want a fit body, but each and every night at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, you're getting up to have a late night snack, or eating throughout the day, or your meals are not, we'll say, curbed in a way that you know you need to be truly fit, is that actually what you're desiring? Or are you desiring the comfort? Are you desiring to feel good? Or desiring the moment? So as you look at your desire, you have to be truthful for what your desires are. And if you look over this last year and your desires have not led you to the results you want, then you have to actually be truthful with yourself. What do you actually want? Because if you want a fit body, then the action needs to be 1, to work out, 2, to eat clean. And then the result over time is going to be a fit, healthy body. So as you go forth over these next few days and you start to break out all the pieces of the puzzle of what you truly want for this next year, for this next decade, for your lifetime, you have to look back and say, what has led me to the results I have today? What have been those desires? And then truly think, truly my desires dictating the actions that I really need to partake in to get the results that I want to have. And when you look at this, you also have to weigh in on the desire coming truly from you. A lot of us, as we come into the new year, feel like we should have New Year's resolutions because that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to eat better. I'm supposed to, work out more. I'm supposed to do all these things. But if you truly don't want that and you're doing this because that's what society is telling you to do, you're going to falter and fail out of the gate. It's time to lock in. It's time to put down into the process. What is the pattern I want to follow? What is something that I truly want? Because this is my desire. This is my destiny. This is my destination. This is what I want to have. So for me, I'm truly looking at the actions, right? I want to run more in 2026. I didn't do a long race in 2025, and I want to do a long race in 2026. So if the long race is my result, my desire is to run more. My action is to run 2 times a week. So if you look over the course of the pattern of a year, I have ran 104 times by the time we get to the end of this next year. So my goal is to do a long race that I have to want to run, which I do, which is my desire. And then I have to pattern the actions to dictate the desire to get me the result. Fill in the blank. If you want to make more money in 2026 or have more money in your bank account, and your desire is to feel wealthy, then your action has to be to produce income in a way that's repeatable. That would then get your result to have more money in your bank account. Now, these can be the base form, and then you build on top of it. But you see, the simplicity in what we are doing here can create results. Where our mind gets in the way is that when we overcomplicate things, we create patterns that aren't sustainable. My desire is to be more fit. So my action is I'm going to go work out for 3 hours tomorrow. And then the result is I should be fit. But we all know that fitness is not something that stays forever. Fitness is something that you have to build and continue to fine tune and continue to grow upon. And if you haven't worked out in months, tomorrow you go work out for 3 hours. The next day you're so sore you don't go back and you falter back to the same results that you had the year prior. And then you'll try to get after it in the next year. And then here we go on the roller coaster of reward and regret that will follow suit. So think forth, desire, action, result, and how that's going to partake to you in your 2026. Look back at the results you had. What were those desires that led you to these results that you didn't want? And what's the change you're going to make with the actions to get you the results that you desire for 2026? All right, that's what I have for you today. If you can do anything for us coming into the new year, we'd love to continue to get this podcast out to more people. If you can just take 50 seconds that it takes to go down there and leave us just an honest rating review, help this show get out to more. Let's do this.